So let's begin with your regular monthly expenses. I have a Google spreadsheet that I've put together that will help you through the next set of exercises. I encourage you to download that. You can save it and open it up in Microsoft Excel or another spreadsheet if you prefer, or if you have Google Sheets, just save it to your own Google Drive, and then you're able to customize the numbers to how you need. What I want to start with is looking at your regular expenses. Although your expenses have likely dramatically changed, and we'll get to that in the next lesson, it's important to start with understanding where your expenses were. And the simple reason for that is you'll likely have a mindset of how much you need and how much you've been living on, right? Because that's likely how you've been living for years. And so that's where this is the good place to start. And I'll switch over to walk you through the actual spreadsheet itself to help you complete this exercise. So to start, you'll want to begin with going to the link provided in the description, and then you'll be taken to this Google Sheets page. At this point, you'll be able to click File, Download, and then Microsoft Excel, and that will download an Excel version for you to work on if you're used to Excel. Or if you have any kind of Google account, a Gmail account, you'll be able to use the Google Sheets spreadsheet. So to do that, you simply make a copy and you rename it. So I'll rename it My Copy, and it will automatically go to your drive on your Google Drive once you're signed in. And now you have a copy that you can work on. In Google Drive, it will automatically save. In Excel, Microsoft Excel, you'll have to save as you go. So to begin with, you'll notice that at the very bottom we have different tabs, and each one of these tabs will be handled in a different lesson. But for this, we're going to start with the regular monthly cash flow. And for this, we really want to look at your spending that occurred before March and April of 2020, before all the changes in habits and what you were able to do, and any restrictions that were imposed or taken. So that's where we're looking at, is the expenses you had before that. So you'll notice here your mortgage expenses and your loan payments and your credit card payments. These are highlighted in blue, and these will automatically be totaled once we get to the monthly debt payments section, which will be a future lesson. So to complete this spreadsheet, you want to just go through each one of these expenses and input what the cost was before everything changed. So these are your housing costs, your regular monthly housing costs. These are your regular transportation costs. Also have some medical costs. And when you look up here, these are any savings that you used to do, or that you were doing, to your RSP, a tax-free savings account, an education savings account, or any other non-registered contributions, which basically means savings accounts or other investments that are not within an RSP or a TFSA. And if you had any insurance really that was outside of your employer, these are the monthly payments that you would put in here. If you had childcare, that would go here, and if you had any other financial obligations, that would be this other category. Now for your daily costs and your discretionary costs, these are highlighted in blue as well. They're highlighted in blue because I really only expect you to be able to have a rough estimate of what you spend every month in these different categories. These categories are extremely difficult to get a firm handle on how much you spend. So really don't spend a whole lot of time on here. It's not that critical. It's just really to help when we get to the next lesson. Uh, it, the comparison of kind of roughly knowing what you spend in these areas, will help you to understand the changes in your spending habits and the changes that have occurred since March and April. So complete this worksheet first. Once it's done, you'll be ready to do the next lesson, where we'll start on the reduced monthly cash flow tab.